What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video and today with another episode of my free-to-play series. Yes, and I want to give you guys an update on how the account has progressed, what we have achieved, what we haven't achieved, and starting off with that, basically our Garuda is now an 8-star Garuda. I actually got the skin. Skin is pretty nice. I like the festival skin more, but this one is holy damage, damage reduction, crit damage. So pretty fine skin for her and will do well for the time we use her. But the big part about this video actually, we are nearing level 80 and level 80 actually unlocks the interdimensional arena. And it might be that when we press this button, we are actually level 80. So let's go ahead and unlock that. And as you can see, back at the right here, we're actually rather close to unlocking the auction house. So I think the next episode after this one will actually include us having a look at the auction house, the heroes that are in the auction house. And I think it will be fairly interesting. With that now, we've unlocked interdimensional arena. We want to the next stage for now. Can do that all later. And I would say we go ahead and have a look at it. I'm pretty eager to see it. And especially after I saw what we did in Star Arena, let's take a small detour here. Because I just only noticed that I'm at 1,481 points. Didn't do a whole lot here, but we are actually on the point leaderboard placed 14 with the level 80 account, which I thought was quite cool because it actually means that we will get the avatar and the best loot available, as the Star Arena actually ends in 9 hours. So this might be the earliest point at which I ever got this avatar with an account. So pretty cool. If you play on the Amazon account, if you plan to play on the Amazon account, definitely go ahead into the Star Arena and get yourself some easy loot. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. So let's see what we can actually do here. Of course, we have to set up our team, which is rather easy. We don't really have a lot of heroes, to be honest. We can set like dummies. Doesn't really matter. So Phoenix, I level Phoenix a fair bit. Actually bought the chests from the chest event that include the monster materials. Those help quite a bit at the beginning. So let's see. Of course we have to be assigned to a tier. I think we will tackle that first. Just going to smash through here. I think it's not worth it for us to actually take into consideration if we have a chance to win against the enemy or not. Might require a lot of refreshing, can't really say. But those enemies look rather easy. I saw a lot of people actually with level puppets. I don't know why, but a lot of people that I fight here have level puppets, which I think is rather strange. Puppets don't really have a lot of good skills. They're mostly basic skills and not really good. Graphics bug here. That's not the right symbol, I think. Or did they change that? Because it looks intentional. Bit weird. Bit weird, I have to say. Let's check that out. Overseer, Protector. And then we have the Mediator, Runner, Watcher. Seeker! That was actually the Seeker symbol. I don't even know it. Never mind, guys. Never mind. Haven't said anything. Haven't said anything, guys. Haven't said anything. So, another 5 fights and we will actually be ranked. For now, it's looking rather fine. With our smash attempt, we actually won against almost everybody. Without even having proper hero. We already fought this guy before. So, that's strange. Maybe not a whole lot of people in the early realms of this IDA. But we will definitely see what that is about and check this out. Even if there aren't really a whole lot of people in the early stages of this, we will still have to progress through the points, which might make it actually harder to get out of the early stages here. So I'm pretty interested to see that we start on Watcher 5 on 92. And over... Okay, okay guys. Our overall ranking is 590. And if you don't understand why I think that's particularly amusing, that actually means that if we weren't on Watcher level but on Overseer, and on the same rank, like 590, we would be in Maverick. We basically started off in Maverick. The only thing keeping us from it is the requirement that you actually have to be Overseer. So, some strong people... What is this guy doing here? He has 9.1 million. Why is he here? Why is he in this stage? Oh, that might actually be rather annoying to have him here. I wonder if this is intentional. Some of you Amazon guys might be able to tell me if this is intentional, that this guy's actually in the Watcher stage. Maybe it's some kind of meme, like Rolling, for example, being level 80 or something. With that amount of enemies, he's at 93 points in 3. We might actually be able to check him out before we attack. There he is. Yeah, we can beat that. If you didn't know, you can actually find the hidden opponents. That's not really a problem for most things. You can see the points, you can see the stage. If he's in somewhat of an reachable realm, then you can find him and basically find out what he uses. And we get a solid 91 points here, which of course lifts us up a few levels. So definitely a good attack. Kind of starting to use a whole lot of tickets here. So tickets might actually be a problem. I would say we do like 3 or 4 more fights, see where we land. I think we can beat this, I'm pretty sure of it, to be honest. And then we will check out the overall rankings and maybe the Hall of Glory, see the last fights and maybe some of the good stuff. Got that guy again, we already bet him, so should be no problem. And with that we are already in Watcher 3. Few hundred more points here until we actually leave Watcher, which would be great to do. 39 now, 537 total. So reaching Maverick is really not a problem here. Then we have this guy. That's not nice. That's not nice. We actually can't check him out because he's 1 layer above us. That's not cool. And he's level 104. I'm not entirely sure I want to fight him. I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of a gamble. Because he's higher level than us, he's in a higher stage than us. It's not very promising, guys. It's not very promising. At that stage, this monster alone might actually kill us. And for 5 tickets, I don't really want to do it, guys. I don't really want to do it. Like, you have to analyze your opponents a little bit, and this guy, not looking like we can beat him. I mean, look at those guys here. We have 256k, and this would also already be somebody that we wouldn't be able to defeat. So let's check the overall ranking again. What do the top guys have? 163 million actually here. Quite a good team. Some C+ copies, B- EOS. Very nice, and he actually got the skin for Ignis. I like the skin for Ignis. It's a pretty cool skin, to be honest. The other one is a festival skin, so kind of a bit rarer. This one, the Ace skin, of course, with a nice little animation. You don't see it that often. Most people rather take other skins with the... Put some tree materials on the Rogue. I try to avoid that, but I can understand the reasoning. Some more speed on it, some more HP. And he's a tenant for a lot of heroes, so makes sense. Overall, pretty strong dude, wouldn't be surprised if he wins that quite often. That's 94 million. Then we have this guy. Also with a lot of good copies, even B tier. Starving Jar here. In general, I think a lot of the top players, I would imagine those guys are the top players, have a lot of C tier copies, which is something you wouldn't see on Android a whole lot. On Android, it's mostly B tier, some A tiers. Then again, I was told there is only one A tier here, and we already saw it in the last episode, I believe. The A tier Fairy Queen Vesa. Pretty cool. So that's something. I wonder if you can actually push Overseer. We have 12 days. If we can push Overseer, we are in Maverick and we will go into Battle of the Best. Which would be cool. which would be cool. We have no chance on actually tackling the champion stages because, yeah, well, those guys are strong. But we can definitely check out. This was the last season, apparently. So let's check out the winners of the last season in IDA. Let's see what it takes to reach it. Instantly, of course, see Darius here actually commented under the video. He's the guy with the A- Hurricane Vesa. Pretty cool. No surprise, of course, that he won IDA with 213 million strength. Pretty strong, I have to say. Let's look at the other guys. Let's start at the top left, 32 million here. With the other skin, not the festival skin. This was the Ace skin, yes. The Ace skin for the Starring Jara. Pretty good copies with B tier, EOS and the B- SFX. Few filler teams here. That still seems like a pretty decent team. And first one, basically all Transcendence heroes. Okay. Next one we check out. Some filler teams we see here. And then we have a team with EOS SFX. Pretty solid team, I would say. Some CC stuff going on here. But he has 3 homeowners in this one, so it's mostly Panda team he seems to be running. Then again, the core here. I'm a little bit confused. He has 4 homeowners. It's always hard to say who's the main homeowner when somebody has 4 homeowners. But running pretty solid team compilation, I would say. With like the CC team here. Double Rogan, always good. Drake. And then a Panda team down here. Would say that's a pretty solid setup. Nicely done, mate. And then we have Conan, 141 million guy. And he is running an Ignis next to the SFX. That's something I wouldn't do. That's pretty much waiting to be destroyed by an Armorer with a healing curse. In general, Ignis is quite dangerous for yourself when you use her in your team, so not really something I would recommend. Yeah, interesting here with the Mockman, but other than that, basically he won with that. Then we have Guy Fleetman. I think we saw him before. A bunch of 10 stars here. Looks like he wanted to join MK's IHXC, which Soul, by the way, won with Jove. Pretty cool. Soul led Jove led from my guild. Pretty solid dude. Won it. Very nice. And again, we see the 6 Transcendence Hero team. With good copy for EOS as well. Interesting. Seems to be meta here on this server. Isn't that much meta on Android. Here we have the main team with like a Rogan and Drake. On Android it's mostly, yeah, we are still using support heroes. Still seeing the advantage in that, and I would say if you run like a CC team, it's still very good to have a Rogan in there to get some extra speed for your CC, because in general in the CC team the faster CC wins. So having a Rogan, obviously good choice. Then we have this guy, Ras Al Ghul, with 121 million. And he has the double Rogan in there. I like that one. I like that one running with the CC. His 2 homeowners are, of course, Hurricane Vesa and SFX, which is kind of a risk you're taking if you not have Starring Jara as a homeowner when you run a CC team. But that's quite interesting. FMK, Spyro here. And he's running a pretty fast team. Seems like a burst comp with SFX. Can do that. Without Drake, you always run the risk, of course, of running into a Ground Panda team, which might be a problem. But he, of course, won with 63 million strength. That's quite low in comparison to the other guys. But he won, so who am I to judge? 151 million dude here. Pretty even split here among this part. And again, with the 6 Transcendence Hero team. Can do that. Pretty nice. Chicken co-op again, which is like the top guild, I was told. And apparently it is, seeing that there's another guy. 228 million. I think it's quite interesting that the difference between the guys, we have like the 220 million guys that won here, like Move or Darius. And then there is like Spyro with 63 million winning. And we have people with, oh, not Guy Fleetman, 62 million and 100 million. So really, there is a huge range of opponents that you can face here apparently, and like some whales like Fleekman and other people that have around 200 million, but you can really get a good group. I wonder, let's check out Skylar. The team is solid, as I said. Let's check out Skylar. That should be group 5, I think. It is. Let's see what which opponents he had to face. He fought this Tibers guy with 49 million, and then you have Rios with 48 million. And his fight in the final was Sabu, 44 million, and we will just have a look into that. And he won that with a 5-0. We can watch the fight again. Let's watch a final fight on Amazon for place 1. Oh, I just noticed I have the big numbers. And nice here with the early kill on the Aspen. We have some crowns, and we have some heroes here that don't have crowns, which is quite interesting. I would imagine now on turn 2 we are going to see a pretty fast Starwing Jara CC that is likely going to seal off this deal here. Yeah, locking down the enemy Starwing Jara, and basically now it's just cleanup from the SFX. So that was basically what I meant by using a Rogue to get the upper edge and get the faster Starwing Jara, because the opponent was running the 6-7-0 team. Here we see the Rogue, and I don't want to say that this was the only reason. Obviously wasn't, because as we see here, he even has a V0 Wraec that he used. That's interesting. But opponent obviously focused a bit too much on the COD side of life, so he used the V0 Aspen in LFA in here. Might be better to use a little bit of more Stellar, but I would say pretty good win here by Skylar, and of course strength-wise something that wouldn't happen on Android, where you need a lot more strength right now to win, but still rather interesting, I would say. And with that, guys, I would say we looked into IDA. If you have any questions about IDA on Amazon or want me to look into something, feel free to write a comment under this, and we might check out a little bit more of IDA in the next episode. I will definitely keep you updated on my progress towards Maverick, if we can do it on a level 80 account. I'm eager to see it. And with that, guys, I'll end the video, and I wish you a great week, and we'll see us in the next one.